Hey guys, Movie Fan 356 here, kicking off Superhero September 2014 it, with my, if you couldn't tell, my Batman reviews. And if you guys don't know about Superhero September, it's basically essentially the same idea for my Halloween Horror Month. I'm going to take all month long to review superhero films. It's going to go DC, we're going to go Marvel, we're going to go movies based off graphic novels. Um, we're just gonna talk superheroes throughout the month of September until we get to Halloween Horror Month, which is, of course, is horror reviews all month. But we're kicking it off with Batman, and Batman came out in 1989. It was directed by Tim Burton, and it stars Jack Nicholson, Michael Keaton, and Kim Basinger. And what I think of Batman is I fucking love this movie. I really adore it. And for a while there, it was my favorite Batman film. It is now my second favorite Batman film. Um, but this movie, I grew up on this movie. I watched the old VHS tape all the time. I watched it on DVD all the time. And I still watch it all, well, not as much lately because I've been busy and stuff. I hadn't really had time to sit down and watch this in a good while. But, yeah, all that, basically, to try to sum it up, I really enjoy this film, and if you have not seen this film, go check it out. But let's talk about it with a little bit more detail. And pretty much all of these reviews this month and next month might have spoilers in it. So you guys have been warned. All these movies that I'm reviewing have been out for some time. So if you guys haven't seen them yet, there are going to be a couple spoilers here and there. I'm not exactly sure when. It's just whatever I decide to talk about. First off, let's talk about Jack Nicholson as Jack Napier, the Joker. This guy made this movie. I mean, this movie shouldn't have been called Batman. It should have just been called Joker. I don't even know if Jack Nicholson knew he was being filmed when he did this movie, because he's just being Jack Nicholson. Yeah. Michael Keaton as Batman. Now, I wasn't around when Michael Keaton was cast as Batman, but from what I understand, a lot of people were upset about it. There was a lot of backlash, which is kind of how we all are today. We've all been guilty of, judging a casting decision before we see it. There's one that I really don't like now, but I might talk about that in a different video. Actually, you know what? Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. Not a fan of that casting choice at all, but who knows? She might surprise me. But that's the one I really, really hate right now. But we're not going to talk about Wonder Woman. And everybody loved Michael Keaton as Batman after they saw the movie. And that happens a lot. We get mad when somebody's cast, but then when we see the movie, sometimes we're like, you know what? I fucking loved this casting choice. So that's how it was for Michael Keaton as Batman. And Michael Keaton plays a good Batman. In fact, Michael Keaton is my favorite Batman. He's not my favorite Bruce Wayne. I'll talk about that a little bit later, because Bruce Wayne and Batman are essentially two different people anyway. But Michael Keaton is my favorite Batman. I think, the whole tone of this film, it's dark, it's got that Tim Burton feel to it without kind of being too crazy. It's pretty serious for the most part, aside from the Joker. It's a pretty serious film. Kim Basinger is playing Vicky Vale, and you know what? I don't hate Kim Basinger in this film. I actually really like her. Vicky Vale is your damsel in distress, love interest in this film. But she's not just a damsel in distress. They actually gave her some stuff to do in this film, which I liked what they did with her. I wish she would have been in the sequel, but I might talk about that in the next video. There's the soundtrack. The soundtrack for this film is done by Prince. And I'm not that big of a Prince fan, Purple Rain, sure, okay, fine. But the songs he does for the soundtrack for this film, while it is a Tim Burton film, and it's pretty serious for the most part, whenever you hear the Prince song, it's usually with the Joker. It's like the Joker soundtrack for the film, and it just fits. It fits well. I mean, Party Man, Party Man. And then Trust. I mean, there's so many good songs on this soundtrack. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say about this movie without praising it because I really do like it. Let's talk about Michael Gough or Gough. I don't ever know if how to pronounce his last name. Is it Gough or Go? I don't know, but he's playing Alfred in the film, and I think he's a really good Alfred. Even in some of the other ones that weren't all that great, I still think that he did, Alfred justice. And this is the Alfred that I grew up on for, the longest time until we had Michael Caine. But yeah, I should probably talk about the story of this film because I'm kind of talking about each individual person. The story of this film is the Joker wants to terrorize Gotham. And he doesn't, he's a villain who doesn't really want to take over the world. He just wants to terrorize Gotham City. And there's this really mysterious person called Batman that, nobody in Gotham City knows who he is. He's very mysterious, kind of hides in the shadows, which I really like that he was in the shadows for most of the movie. To me, that is Batman. But Gotham City doesn't even know if they can trust Batman. Is he good? Is he bad? They have no idea. And so the Joker really kind of proves, is Batman good or bad? So, because the Joker's doing all these things, is Batman helping the Joker, or is Batman going to stop the Joker? And that's what Gotham City wants to know. But that's the plot of this film. Vicky Vale plays, or Kim Basinger plays Vicky Vale, who is a reporter who's kind of covering the story of Batman. She's fascinated with him. And that's pretty much all I can say about Batman. It's a very good film. I highly recommend you check this out if you have not seen this. By the way, guys, these videos are going to probably contain spoilers here and there. I don't know I'm not going to be planning on, I'm going to talk about spoilers, I'm just going to kind of talk about the film. All the movies I'm reviewing this month and next month for Halloween Horror Month have been out for a while. So, spoilers will probably come up. But like I said, I highly recommend Batman. It's a really good film. It's a really good It's a really good take on the Batman world. So yeah, guys. I mean, I don't know what else to say. This movie is going to get an A. You know what? I'm going to give this movie an A+, actually. This movie's nostalgic for me. I grew up with this film. It's my second favorite Batman film. I just love what Jack Nicholson did with the Joker. I love Michael Keaton as Batman. And I highly recommend it. So, guys, that's all I can say for today. I'll see you guys in the next video. But wait. I know you guys just saw my face, but I'm going to walk away. So, I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright? Have you ever heard of the healing power of laughter? Now get out of here!